Hey guys, Karen here. I'm here to go over a project that I did for Suzy Q. We had to do a mini album, and she was saying how she was in Japan for a little while, and so I thought, hey, I always want to make a pagoda kind of thing, so that's what I try to do with this. I used the graphic 45 Birdsong paper, and this was a real challenge for me, let me tell you. Well, let's see. So what I did is I made this roof. This was the one that nearly killed me here. Here, let me move this light. There we go. So, no, that wasn't very good. I made this roof, and this was the third. This was model 3.0, whatever. The other two didn't quite make it. My first roof I just tried to design myself, and that was a disaster. And then I tried to fix it up a little bit, and it looked like it was working, and then all of a sudden, all the tension from the bends and everything just got to it, and finally it just broke. So I was at my wit's end. I was thinking maybe I'll just not do a pagoda. And then what happened was that I went online to try to do some research on any templates, and I did find one. It wasn't easy to find, so that's why I brought up the window. So what I did is, I don't know if this is going to show really well. Here, move over, Pagoda. Okay. I found this website, and it wasn't easy to find. It doesn't just pop out. You kind of have to dig for it. And then I saw this little guy here. Let me see where, there. This one. This is all paper projects. And so what you do is you can print it out, and it prints it out in the, the colors and everything, and then you just cut it out, and you put it together, and you get different things. And they have all kinds of projects on here. Some really cool ones that I think I might want to try to play around with. So anyway, so they actually give you a template. Let's see. No, that's not it. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. And as you can see, the first few pages are the roof. And it tells you how to put together the roof, which was great. And so I just printed this out just at the size that's in the machine. I didn't have to change up, percentages or anything, or sizes. And so I made this on paper, and once I cut out the paper and I glued it all together, I got some, I wanted to work with these for a while, and I thought that these would be awesome to do as like the bamboo part. There's the paper straws. So I just went ahead and I painted these red, just acrylic paint, and then I put them right onto the template that I made. I put these over. Actually, these were recycled from the previous attempts at a roof, so I just kind of cut and messed with it to fit the template. And then I just took like a medium texture gel. I wanted to try to get it looking kind of like bamboo. I wanted to get the little, the streaks like it's fibers. And then I just did these with, it's just some dimensional glue. I forgot which one I used. To try to make it look like, how the bamboo has those little joints. And then I distressed it. I painted it red, and then I put the medium gel on here to do the fiber look, and then this joints, and then after all that I distressed it. And I distressed it actually with, I'm trying to be quick here, I know I tend to talk too much. I bought this. This is metal leafing. I did do some metal leafing. And this is a starter kit. So it comes with the adhesive and the glaze, the base coat, and a sealer. And I use this a lot. So I really like this antiquing glaze. This is what I used for the roof, as well as some distress ink. Because, you always want to use more than one color to give it some depth. So I use this antiquing glaze. I antiqued a lot for this project with this glaze. I didn't just use it for the metal leafing. And I actually use the sealer too sometimes. So actually I like this metal leaf kit. I did metal leaf on here, but I used it mostly for these two products. They're just the right, you know, thickness and feel and everything for what I wanted to do. And then what I also did is, okay, now Suzy, if you're listening, I did not glue all this together. I didn't want to ship it like this, okay? So it all kind of comes apart. So let me take it apart now. Now that because you saw the whole thing, right? This is the, let me do a quick 360 and get a beauty shot. All right, so that's the one side. Okay. And the roof is all the same on all the sides. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to send it to you with the roof taken apart. Okay. Alright, so let me see if I can get this steady so it can work with me here. Alright. So the roof, this is all the template here, and I just distressed it. And then I just put this on top. Because I wasn't going to build that whole pagoda, I want to make my own. So, these pillars, I'm not sure about these pillars. I think they're too dark. So Suzy, if you want to paint these a lighter colors, you won't hurt my feelings at all. So just put these in on the roof, and then just you know, put the other end, whoops, right in there. All right, put some nice strong glue. This is just paper, okay? Just cardstock. So just put some nice strong glue on either end, and then you can glue it together so it'll be more permanent. Okay? And these columns, all they are is PVC piping. I thought I had it. Yeah, here we go. I just use this. So between this, you know, get it in the plumbing section, between that and covering it with the paper, you know, dremeling the parts. And then I did the cardstock ends first before I covered it with the paper, obviously, because I wanted to have a glue surface for Suzy to put on when she gets it. Okay. This is the base. This is like that sushi mat. You know how to make sushi? So go to Chinatown, get yourself a sushi mat, or an Asian food store. And these are just dowels. They're square dowels. Let me see if I have a sample of what I used on that puppy dog. Yeah, here's some of it left. So it's just a square dowel, okay? Cut it into pieces, and then I just, you know, just cut it to pieces, and then I painted it black, and then I sanded it, and then I put the red distress ink to make it look kind of distressed, and then I put a, I don't know if it was diamond glaze or one of your favorite scrapbooking glazes is fine. I wanted to make it look kind of shellacked, you know. And then I just took the, which one was it? I used the glaze I used, which was, no, not that one. The glossy accents. And then I just used that to glue it onto the edge of the chipboard. And that's my little fence. And if you put the, you know, the glossy accents on both sides of it, it's pretty firm. Okay. Now these parts are just, these are from the Graphic 45 collection. I cut out the paper, put it on some chipboard, and then I, you know, to give it dimension. That's gold leafing on the corners. And I used the crackle glaze. That was also the Tim Holtz crackle glaze. And then I used that antique glaze from the gold leafing to go over it. And if it wasn't going in the cracks good, I then use the distress ink. And then after that, just make sure you put a coat of sealer on it or glaze. because the Distress ink is water soluble. And then if you notice, what I try to do is I try to have the ink go in the cracks, but not where the point of focus is. I didn't really want to get, I didn't want to get the lady too much dark crackle on there. And that's how I do the distressing. I try to stay away from the focal points when I start putting the distress ink over the crackle. Okay. Oh, and it's got little feet that I also did the excuse me, gold leafing on. So now what do? Alright, let's get this roof out of the way. So then the mini book is in here. Just unhook. Again, I think this is a Tim Holtz thing, or something at the Hobby Lobby, one of their versions of it. This is all, by the way, I made all this with chipboard. And then if you paper both sides of the chipboard, and of course you don't put any glue in where it bends, then it looks nice and smooth, on both sides. So that's where the book is. Take it out. And there it is. Now I'll go quickly through the book just to show. Okay. I'm trying to get this so you can see. Oops. Alright. So this is just done, again, crackle glaze. And I just took a really 1/8 ribbon and made a little rose here. And just did, fussy cutting to add some dimension with, they give you 2 sheets of paper in the pack, graphic 45, so I just added a little dimension. So that's the cover. Oh, this is, I made this bamboo with the polymer clay, and I had a mold. So I just, pressed it in the mold, baked it, and then I distressed it with a couple of colors, and then just glued that puppy on there. Okay, so here's the inner cover. Here's Suzy. As you can see, this is where you put your picture. I keep the tops open so you can slip in there any photo or whatever you want in there, and a little card. And then these are mostly pocket pages, okay? So, this comes out, and it's just, more places to put journaling, put photos, journaling, cards, whatever you want. Okay, and that's the pocket. Doing a little embossing. The longer I keep these projects, I was super late with this, the more I tend to fiddle with it and add stuff on. These are the next 2 pages. This I learned on YouTube. I think it's called the Never Ending Card. So you go like that, and you go like this. See how good I am at this. Then you open it like that. And then you open it like this. Isn't that awesome? I thought that was the coolest thing. Then you're back to the beginning, and you just can keep going forever doing that, which I kind of did. So the folds are pretty loose. Sorry, Suzy. I had too much fun with it. Little dragon I cut out. So this is a mini pocket. See that? And then if you pull this out, and it's just more stuff to add in both sides. And then this is the flip over. Whoops, let's get those pillars out of the way. I don't need them anymore. Okay, another pocket page. See, nothing too complicated. That's the pocket page for that. and turn. And as you can see, I use stickles, I use, you know, bling. I like my bling. Did a little more embossing. Okay. And that's the other side. That's one side, and that's the other side. Here's the side card. Now these are really cool. I think they're just Jolie's or something. But what's neat about these is that they open up, so you could put another little thing in there, which I thought was pretty neat. Alright. And then this is a beautiful die I got. It's a Cherry Lynn die. Isn't that gorgeous? And then I just, I think I cut it on gold or silver paper, and then I just sprayed it with the Copic markers. So I sprayed it that red color. And then the other side. Alright. And then this is plenty of, you can put a nice large picture there. Here's another little mini pocket thing. And it's just very plain. I gotta work on my my stamping. I never can do it very clearly. Okay. I don't know why I'm putting that back. Alright. Isn't this beautiful paper? I love this paper. I use both the, what is it, the 8x8 as well as the 12x12 paper in this album. Okay, again, Suzy, space up here. You can slip your photo in. Okay, this one has a top. More space. That's a nice plain one. This is an extra bamboo I had. You should always make extra because you never know if anything's going to break or anything. This is my extra, so I used it for this. And that's just a brad. And then this is, see, I left this free so you can just tuck in things there. Okay, this is another thing I learned in YouTube, the waterfall, which is really cool. So just pull this. Isn't that neat? Whoops, I'm pressing on it. There we go. So I played with this a lot too. Alright. And then on this side is, this is just a clip, so you can tuck in more things there if you wish. A little bit of embossing there. And then this page folds out like that. So you have more to play with. See? So more space. Another pocket, and again, just put it behind there. I like that umbrella paper. I should have used more of it. And then fold that in. And then this doesn't stay very nicely. And with this, oh yeah, let me remind you. So these sides here, right here, I got these from. It's under my pile of stuff. Hold on. From. Whoops, I dropped it. All right. Ta-da. Okay. So this stuff came from these. All right. See, these are called Dazzles. And somebody was asking me on my domino video about what I use for the butterflies that I filled in with the ink from the pen, that glaze pen. And they're like these Dazzle things. They're very fine stickers. See, very intricate. And a lot of times you can just put them on, like the domino, put on the domino glaze in the middle there. And that's what I used. So there's a whole bunch of styles of these. I only use 2 packs for this book. Alright, so for example, oh, okay. So that's the other side of that. And this is a chipboard tag from the paper line. And then just nothing fancy. Another couple of corners to tuck in a photo. And another little lantern. Oh, it opens this way. Isn't that cool? I like that. Alright. See, these are dazzles. There, that writing there, that's dazzles. Nothing big there. And this is dazzles. Whoops. This is a dazzle. And this is just paper. But I love that paper with the dragon on there. These are dazzles. See, so they're kind of fun to use because it's almost like embossing, but you know, it's much more solid, of course. And it does have a little bit of depth, so if you want to put some type of glaze or something in there, you can. That's what makes them fun to use. And then, okay, so that's that one. Now this one was a pain in the neck to make. This is vellum, and then I embossed the vellum, and then I had this die cut, again a cherry lin die cut of the koi fish. And so I had to kind of fit that in there because I didn't want this part embossed. And if you can see it, there's a little, you can see where there's a little bit of spacing. And then I just glazed over the glaze pen. That's all glaze pen that's coloring that. And see, that's what I liked about it, is you can do both sides. Like that, those Asian sewing panels where you flip the sides because you can see on both sides. So I kind of try to do something like that. And then this one, it also folds out. This is just okay. There. Another lantern that opens up. Okay, and then it folds out. I used some other papers I had. I really can't tell you what they are. It's like this one is, and this one is die cuts with a view. They also had an Asian style paper. I forgot what it was called, but that's from that. And these are dazzles. There you go. See? So they're very useful. That's another cool paper. Okay, and then last page. I just did fussy cutting around the image, like this butterfly, because I want to look like it was coming off the paper. So I cut that, and I also cut the dress to start sticking out a bit. But I hated the way it just stopped. It was at the end of the page, so I put these on. And then this one has, this is a Spellbinders die cut, the square ones. And then what I did is, see, you can slip this out like that and have more space to do more stuff. That one actually came out pretty good. And see, more stuff here. I thought it'd be cool to journal in there, so I used that fan a couple of times. So that's that last page. And this is the inside of the back cover. This is another, I'm pretty sure there's another Jolie's sticker. And again, from the paper pack. And that's really it. And here's the back. And then I just tried to emboss. There's a big bamboo stamp not all, you can see it wasn't that successful, but I'm going to put a little card right here to kind of cover up that little messiness. And there you have it. This is just ribbon, another ribbon, and this is the binder. I use the, the paper from the kit, and then I just use the sealer from that metal leafing, and I painted it across because I wanted to get that kind of lined, homemade, brushed kind of look to it. And it did a pretty good job doing that. I don't know if you can see it. So that's it. Remember how fat it was with all those cards in there? And then I hope you can fit your pictures in here, Susie. I got a little carried away. I like my stuff chunky. So I can't think of anything else to say about it. I'm going to be putting this in the mail soon, Susie, for our swap. I'm sorry it took so long. I'm actually going to put some more goodies in there. The I'm sorry I took so long goodies that I usually have to put in my boxes for swaps. Anyway, thanks for watching the video, and y'all have a good day.